You might have heard the terms hard world building or soft world building thrown around. Someone probably told you one is better than the other, or you're stuck trying to figure out which approach fits your story best. In this video, we'll explain exactly what hard and soft world building are, what each one does best, where each one breaks, and how to figure out which one your story actually needs. First, let's start with hard world building. Hard world building means the world operates on clearly defined and consistent rules. Think of hard as meaning strict. The magic system has specific mechanics. The reader knows what it can and can't do. The economy makes sense. The political structures have clear logic. The technology in your world is consistent. If something can happen in Chapter 2, the reader knows exactly why it can or can't happen in Chapter 20. The appeal of hard world building is clarity and payoff. When the reader understands the system, they can predict, theorize, and feel satisfied when the rules are used cleverly. A character who wins a fight using the magic system in a way that's technically consistent but nobody expected, that's one of the most satisfying moments a reader can experience. They didn't see it coming, but it was right there in the rules the whole time. The writer didn't cheat, the reader just wasn't paying close enough attention, and that moment of realization is addictive. Hard world building also gives you reliability for stakes. If the reader knows magic costs blood, then every time someone casts a spell, there's tension. They know the cost. They know what's at risk. They can do the math in their head, figuring out how many spells the character can afford before the price becomes too high. The rules create automatic drama because the audience understands the consequences before the character even acts. Where hard world building breaks is when it starts to feel like a textbook. If you spend so much time explaining the rules that the story stops, you've lost the reader. The temptation with hard world building is to over-explain every last detail. You've built this beautiful, logical system, and you want the reader to appreciate it. So you dedicate pages to how it works, how it was discovered, how it's classified into tiers and subtypes. And somewhere in the middle of that explanation, the reader forgets they were reading a story. The trick is to teach the rules through action, not exposition. Instead of explaining that fire magic weakens near water, show a character's flames sputtering out as they cross a river while an enemy gains the advantage. The reader absorbs the rule and stays inside the story at the same time. Every rule you can demonstrate through a scene instead of a paragraph makes your world building feel more alive and less like a homework assignment. The other risk is when your rules are rigid and the audience knows them completely, it becomes much harder to surprise them. If the reader knows every limitation of the magic system, they'll see the solutions before the characters do. And if you need to break or bend a rule to make the plot work, the reader will catch you immediately. Hard world building requires extreme discipline because every inconsistency is a visible crack. You don't get second chances. Once the reader loses trust in the rules, they lose trust in the entire world. Now let's talk about soft world building. Soft world building means the world is communicated through implication, atmosphere, and partial information. The rules exist, but they're never fully explained. The reader understands the world more through how it feels. The magic is mysterious. History is fragmented. The reader senses there are rules underneath, but they're never laid out explicitly. The appeal of soft world building is wonder. When you don't fully explain the world, the reader's imagination fills the gaps. And the reader's imagination will almost always create something more personal and more evocative than anything you could write directly. A haunted forest is scarier when the reader doesn't know exactly what's in there. A magic system is more awe-inspiring when the reader doesn't fully understand its limits. The unknown is a storytelling tool, and soft world building uses it aggressively. Soft world building also gives you enormous flexibility. Because the rules were never explicitly stated, you can introduce new elements without contradicting anything. The world can surprise the reader and the characters at the same time. There's always room for something you haven't shown yet. You're not locked in. And for writers who discover their story as they write, rather than plotting everything in advance, that room to breathe is essential. You're free to follow the story wherever it goes without checking a rulebook first. That flexibility comes with creative freedom that hard world building can't match. You can shift the tone of your world from chapter to chapter. One region can feel like a fairy tale, while another feels like a political thriller, and neither breaks the world because the world was never pinned down to a single set of mechanics. This is especially powerful for stories that span huge geographies or long timelines, where the world should feel too vast for any one character to fully understand. Where soft world building breaks is when the reader starts to feel lost or cheated. If the world is too vague, the audience can't tell what's at stake. If magic can do anything and costs nothing visible, then there's no tension when it's used. If the world has no discernible logic, the reader can't predict or theorize, which means they can't invest. They're just along for the ride, watching things happen, and eventually they'll wonder why they should care. The other failure mode is Deus Ex Machina. In a soft system, When the author introduces a new rule or ability at the last second to solve a crisis, the reader has no way to know if that was always possible, or if the writer just invented it. Hard world building has natural protection against this, because the rules are known. Soft world building doesn't. So every time something new appears, the reader is making a judgment call. Is this consistent with the world I've been sensing, or did the writer just bail themselves out? The way to protect soft world building from this problem is tone consistency. If the world has always felt vast and mysterious, a new element that fits that mood will feel natural, even if it was never mentioned before. But if the world has been grounded and relatively intimate, a sudden cosmic power showing up to fix the climax will feel like it came from a different story entirely. Soft world building doesn't need explicit rules, but it absolutely needs a consistent atmosphere. Most people get this wrong though. It's not a binary choice. The best stories use a bit of both. You can have hard rules for the magic system and soft world building for the history and culture. You can have hard political structures, but soft rules for what lies in the unexplored parts of the world. You can start with soft world building and harden it over time as the characters learn more about how things work. The reader's knowledge of the world can grow alongside the character's knowledge, so every new piece of information feels earned rather than dumped. Mystery early, clarity later. That's a perfectly valid structure, and one of the most satisfying progressions a world can take. The question isn't, should I use hard or soft world building? The better question to ask is, where does my story need clarity, and where does it need mystery? A practical framework. If the audience needs to understand something for the stakes to work, use hard world building. If your entire plot hinges on the limitations of a power system, those limitations need to be clearly established. If the political conflict is central to the story, the reader needs to understand who's in charge and why. If the audience's experience is improved by not knowing something, use soft world building. If the villain's power source is more frightening when it's unknown, keep it unknown. If the ancient civilization hits harder as a mystery than as a fully documented empire, let the ruins speak for themselves. Ask yourself for every major element of your world, does the reader need to understand this or experience it? Understanding is hard world building. Experience is soft world building, and the answer will likely be different for different parts of the same world. Say your story has a magic system, a political structure, and an ancient threat that's returning. The magic system might need to be hard because your characters use it to solve problems, and the audience needs to understand the rules to appreciate the cleverness. If the hero wins a fight by exploiting a limitation the reader knows about, that's satisfying. If they win using something the reader didn't know existed, that's frustrating. The political structure might be in between. The reader needs to understand the major factions and their goals, but they don't need an org chart. They don't need to memorize 20 names and 5 alliances. Show the tension through character interactions, and let the reader piece together the power dynamics from behavior, not exposition. The ancient threat should probably be soft world building. The less the audience knows about it, the scarier it is. Let the characters discover fragments. Let the history be contradictory. Let different characters have conflicting accounts of what happened last time it appeared. Let the reader feel the shape of something massive and terrible without ever seeing the full picture. The mystery is doing the heavy lifting here, and explaining it would rob the story of its atmosphere. Same world, but 3 different approaches. One more thing to consider. Your genre audience has expectations. Readers who pick up a military fantasy or a hard science fiction novel tend to expect detailed world building. They're here for the logistics, the mechanics, the chance to stress test the rules and see them hold up. Readers who pick up a fairy tale, a gothic horror, or a literary fantasy tend to expect atmosphere and ambiguity. They're chasing mood and mystery. They want the world to feel like a dream they can't quite pin down. Ask yourself, does my story need the audience to understand the rules or feel the world? Which parts of my world benefit from clarity, and which benefit from mystery? Am I over-explaining elements that would be more powerful left ambiguous? Am I under-explaining elements that the audience needs to grasp for the stakes to work? In conclusion, hard world building gives you clarity, payoff, and reliable stakes, but it risks over-explanation and lack of surprises. Soft world building gives you flexibility and atmosphere, but it risks confusion and unearned solutions. The best approach is usually a mix. Hard where the story needs the audience to understand, soft where the story needs the audience to wonder. Match the method to the moment, and your world will feel both logical and alive at the same time. If this video helped you, hit the like button and leave a comment below. Also, if you want to get started writing your first one-shot manga, head over to mangascript.com to download the one-shot guide. It's a page-by-page breakdown of 3 high-quality manga one-shots, and it makes it 10 times easier to write your own script. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. It's a great place to share your work and connect with fellow creators. Thanks for watching.